In this video, you know what we're going to do. We're going to do the 90% market watch. Who has what at what prices. This is random, folks. All I do is go online and look for you. I write down the prices so you guys know what to expect when you're out there shopping for 90% silver. We're going to look at who has what at what prices. I will also let you guys know how I stack a little bit. And there's a new channel I like to recommend. This guy is trying his very best to stack, and I've talked to him many times on the phone already. So we will save that for the end of the video. Please like, share, and subscribe. Let's just get into the video, folks. No random order. Just, I just did these prices this morning. So we're just going to go with the prices. The H stands for Franklin half dollars, the quarters. The Q stands for Washington silver quarters, and the D stands for Roosevelt silver dimes. We're going to start off for the friends at SD Bullion. Their Franklin half for $10 face was $253.60. $10 face in silver quarters. They were selling for $250.02 for $10 face as of this morning. The Roosevelt silver dimes was $133.95. Please make a note, they do have a cheaper version of the Roosevelt silver dimes. That they call it the value roll, or they're a little bit cheaper. There are probably more slicks in those type of rolls, so be careful. These are circulated coins. I am doing on them all to let you folks know. Let's go to our friends at Hero Bullion. Their half dollars for Franklin's was $244.50 for $10 face, and their Washington silver quarters was the same price, $244.50 for $10 face, and their Roosevelt silver dimes was $122.25 for $5 face. Keep in mind, these are all ACH prices, meaning they pull the money from your account or you send in a check. Let's go to ATMAX. ATMAX, $250.68 for Franklin half roll. Quarters was $250.68 also. Their silver dimes were a little bit more. They were $127.13 for $5 face. How about JM Bullion? Again, this week, 2 weeks in a row now, makes them. Franklin halves were out of stock. Quarters, not a bad price on quarters either with them. Once again, $242.53 for $10 face, and the Roosevelt silver dimes was out as of the recording of this video. How about we go to our friends at Pinbacks? They didn't have bad prices across the board. Franklin silver halves was $242.90 for $10 face. Quarters was $242.20 for $10 face. And the Roosevelt silver dimes was $121.10 for $5 face. Monument Metals, though, wins the deal of the week once again, folks. Their Franklin halves was $237.52. Their quarters was $238.60 for $10 face, and their Roosevelt silver dimes was $5 face. Also at Monument Metals, they do have a special going on right now. I believe this is only for new customers. I might be wrong on that. They did have 5 Buffalo rounds at spot, but also they had off quality 1 ounce government minted random design. So that means any government issued coin. It could be any date. Off quality means they could be chipped. They could be milk spot. They could be scratched up. They had them for ACH price $33.11, 1 to 19. You buy more than 19, the price goes down just a tiny bit. That is not a bad deal, really, if you're looking for off quality, not BU coins at all. Good way to stack some silver for a cheaper price right now. I highly recommend check them out. Again, nobody's a sponsor here, folks. I'm just letting you guys know when I see deals, and deals pop up throughout the week, and sometimes I just don't even talk about them because I don't feel like they're the best deals out there with some of these companies are advertising. That's why I always recommend, if you have an opportunity to sign up for an email with these companies, even if you're not buying anything, something might catch your eye later on, and maybe, if you think it's a good price, go ahead and buy it. Reach out to me. My email will be in the description of the video. So if you're not sure about prices, I'll let you guys know if what I think. It's just my opinion. That is what I like to do, is to help everybody out. Let's get into the melt prices for the coins. That I know some people like that. You know, the melt prices. Let's start off with the war nickel this week. From 1942 to 1945, the war nickels melt for $1.77 each. And keep in mind, those are 35% silver. And I'm just talking about melt value, nothing about numismatic value. If it's a rare date, key date, semi-key date, nothing like that. Just the common Jane coins out there, the melt value. Silver dimes are melting for $2.27 each. Your silver quarters this week are melting for $5.67. Your 90% silver halves are melting for $11.35. And your 40% silver halves are melting for $4.64 each. And while I have this in my hand, I'd like to give a shout out to the new channel called Sobriety in Silver. Please check him out. He's almost at 100 subscribers as I'm making this video out. A lot of you have already gone over to him already from my recommendation. He is a new person who's trying to stack silver. He drank for 30 years. He's been clean for almost 3 years now. I believe the date is December 3rd. He's reached out to me several times asking questions, and I was able to answer his questions. We are talking on the phone. His name's Arnie. He's a very, very good guy. Let's support him out. Go to his channel after this video and subscribe to him. Let him know Coin Shop Chris sent you. We would all appreciate that, and I thank you for all the support you folks have given me. Now, you see a pile of dimes here, and this don't come, I've said this before, this don't come overnight. Okay, so what we need, especially for the new stackers, get a small container at first. All this was in here was cream for my grandmother for her face and her arms, and you know, get a small container. Stack some dimes, okay? Put some dimes, silver dimes in it. Put some silver quarters. Have a goal. How long? This is not very deep, okay? It is not very deep at all. So it's going to take a little bit. Once this gets filled up, graduate to something like this. All these dimes fit in this thing, this container right here. And it's still not full yet, folks. It's not going to come overnight. Have a stacking goal. All right? That is the most key thing. You know, if you don't have containers like this, you know, you can always go to your local coin shops, get an empty tube of, you know, a maple tube, eagle tube. You can stack dimes and quarters in there just as easy too. All right, they may cost you a couple bucks, but it's a hell of a lot cheaper than buying the silver dime rolls, the plastic tubes and stuff like that. And you know what? Those are pretty, if you buy the really cheap ones, they're going to crack. And, you know, if you buy the acrylic ones, like this, the harder plastic ones, they're going to last a longer time. So have something in mind that you want to stack in. Ziploc bags work just as fine too, but they do break over the course of time too. You know, cheap medicine bottles, your vitamin bottles, those all work too, especially for the dimes, especially for the quarters. You start getting the halves, you're going to need to get a little bit bigger container to stack the halves in. They don't have to be right on top of each other. If they're not in the, you know, you don't want to really stack the BU ones in these type of containers because they're going to start scratching up against each other. So if you have a couple different containers, put a piece of masking tape on it, folks. Write what's on it. Make sure it's a screw-on lid at least, or a push-on lid that's not going to pop off. And you know what? Put silver dimes on there and see how long it takes you, and have your goals. You know, this is how we all start. And really, it adds up so fast. You'll be surprised how fast your 90% silver adds up. Little by little, I mean, it really does add up. And the more you start seeing it fill up, the more excited you're going to get. And the more you're going to want to get. And you're going to make different types of sacrifices, meaning not going out to eat as much. Maybe reducing your phone bill if you can. Maybe taking away HBO on the cable. Selling something that you have not used in years. You're going to start looking around your house and say, do I really need this? Do I need this that I've not used in 15 years? If not, sell it, get the silver for it. This is you have the time to do it still now. If you folks have any questions for me, reach out to me by my email. It's Chris Paris, 727 at yahoo.com. That is my email address. I'm going to put it out there and really in the open because, you know, I want to help everybody out there who has questions. And don't be afraid to ask questions. It's not a dumb or stupid question about silver or gold. If you don't know, let's learn together. I've learned from you folks, believe it or not. I've learned a lot from you too. I've learned a lot from doing this channel. We're always learning together. So if I don't know something, I'm going to find that out. And sometimes I forget to email you back. And I always say, if I don't know, and if I don't email you back in a couple of days, remind me, saying, have you found out any information yet? That will remind me to answer your question back. Because sometimes I do get busy, my brain goes kaput, and I forget to email people back when they do have a question when I cannot answer it. So please, don't feel offended at that. That's how life goes sometimes. I don't remember everything. So please like, share, and subscribe. Let's get the video out there to many more people who want to stack. And to the next video, Coin Shop Chris is out. I thank you for watching.